Check, check. Hello. All right. I'd like to invite all of our partners to come inside to watch the press conference as we're getting started here. And then, next one to come back. Aloha and good morning. Thank you for joining us today at Waialae Elementary Public Charter School for this very special occasion, the opening and blessing of 3 newly renovated classrooms, including a brand new preschool classroom that we're in right now as part of the state's Ready Keiki plan. This is a significant milestone in our collective efforts to expand access to high-quality preschool for Hawaii's 3 and 4-year-olds. First, we will hear from the speakers that are standing behind me, followed by media Q&A, and then we will move to a classroom dedication and blessing. So without further ado, to begin our program, I'd like to first introduce Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke.
Good morning and aloha. Welcome to this blessing of this new preschool classrooms right here in Waialae Elementary. When we first visited Waialae Elementary, when we started the Ready Keiki initiative, we were very interested in finding out that they had a significant number of wait lists. The principal will talk about this as well. They had about 100 kids on a wait list for just 20 seats. And for the Ready Keiki initiative, we want to ensure that all 3 and 4-year-olds have access to preschool, especially when there are parents out there, there are working families out there who are in need of preschool and childcare setting for somewhere safe and nurturing environment that their keiki can go to. You know, we looked at Waialae as one of the examples where we can expand preschool options for many working families. We are just so thankful to many of the partners. If it wasn't for the construction arm, the leadership at both the Department of Education and the charter school, if it wasn't for the principal right here at Waialae Elementary School, if it wasn't for the community members, we wouldn't be standing right here expanding more preschool access. Mahalo to everyone to ensure that all 3 and 4-year-olds have access to preschool.
Mahalo, LG. Our next speaker is Ed No, Executive Director of the Hawaii State Public Charter School Commission.
Hi, thank you. It's an honor to be here, to be partners with Lieutenant Governor's Ready Keiki initiative. This is something that it makes sense. And by the way, happy new school year to all the students. Our mission is to not only authorize, but to also assess and acclaim what's happening in the charter schools throughout our state. So this is one of those days where we can really acclaim some great successes, especially with this Ready Keiki initiative. We know the importance of early childhood development. Research is overwhelmingly in favor of early childhood around cognitive development, social, emotional learning. And what's really so great about being here is how this school has embraced that need, and also being able to offer this program to their families and their community. So it's a great honor that the Charter Commission can be partners up here, and we just wish them great success moving forward. Thank you.
Yes. Mahalo, Ed. Our next speaker will be Ricky Fujitani, Executive Director of the Hawaii School Facilities Authority.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. We are fortunate to be part of the Ready Keiki initiative on the facilities side. Our intent is to approach facilities in a different manner in terms of we want to be quick, we want it to be fast, we want it to be cost effective, and we want standardization. So all these things you've seen here are a result of that. You know, what took before years is now taking months, and the standards that have been developed consistently across all these schools have resulted in similar classrooms, right now over 80 plus classrooms, and then soon to be a whole bunch of hubs, actual new preschools. So the approach is different. More importantly, this is the first one dealing with charter schools. And you know, for the 40 charter schools, the 6 public conversion ones, we just want to give parents a more broader choice on where they can send their kids. So I think this is really, really important. But again, thanks again, and we're just glad to be part of the team. Bye.
And finally, we'll hear from Kavika Chun, head of school at YLI Elementary Public Charter School.
Aloha kākou. Mahalo to the team, Sherry and SFA, and everyone for coordinating this special dedication event. Today we celebrate more than new classrooms. We celebrate meeting our community's tremendous demand for quality pre-K education. With 75 families typically on our charter school pre-K waitlist, parents clearly recognize how crucial these early years are for their keiki. In our existing program, we see remarkable growth as young learners develop social skills, literacy foundations, and the confidence that prepares them for kindergarten success and beyond. This Phase 1 completion doubles our charter pre-K capacity from 20 to 40 scholars through the Ready Keiki initiative, starting this fall. Here at White Alae, we believe in celebrating childhood. The renovated classrooms and new enclosed outdoor learning space will provide rich environments for exploration and discovery. Looking ahead, we'll triple our capacity to 60 students by the year 2026, while Phase 2 will bring a dedicated special education pre-K classroom and expanded outdoor features like a sandbox and natural play areas. This expansion transforms lives by ensuring more keiki have access to the strong educational foundation they rightfully deserve. Mahalo to Lieutenant Governor Luke, our legislators, SFA, and the Charter School Commission for investing in our community's future. Mahalo.
Thank you. We'd like to open it up to media for questions. Actually, we'll have Lieutenant Governor make some closing remarks and then invite the media for questions.
One of the person that I wanted to introduce behind me is Representative Chris Todd. Chris Todd is the new chair of the Finance Committee. The reason why we also invited him up with us is the significant role that the legislature has played in providing funding, whether it's for operational expenses or whether it's for construction purposes. It's because of this team, everyone working together, that we see here. I wanted to just close by saying this. Everybody take a look at the flooring. What we have stressed, whether you are on Waimea, on Kauai, Waimea on this island, Waimea on the Big Island, no matter what school it is, everybody has the same furniture, everybody has the same facility, everybody has the same type of flooring. The reason for that is no matter where you are in the state, we wanted to make sure that equity and treating every child the same, and nobody is special or nobody is not. Yeah, everybody is special because no matter where you are, whether you live in rural areas, whether you live right in Honolulu, we wanted every child to be just as special despite where they live. This is something that Chair Todd is going to be extra interested. The School Facility Authority, and thanks to many of the School Facility Authority, including Jani Wase, who is here, continue to strive to change the narrative and really test the boundaries. The flooring that you see has a 50-year life. And we always talk about how things are broken and gotta be renovated or has to be fixed up. It not only has a 50-year life, they figured out a way to ensure that the contractor who put it in will give us 25-year warranty. So they constantly continue to strive to save the state money, which sometimes, we don't see often in state government. So I want to thank the leadership at SFA, the Charter School Commission, all the partners for continuing to change the norm. And this is what state government is really about, coming together, change different things, change ideas, test ourselves, test the boundaries, and see if we can find savings, find common grounds to better serve our constituents. Thank you. Mahalo.
Questions. We'll begin with Hawaii Public Radio. Emma? No? KITV? Good. Star Advertiser?
Yeah. So just to clarify, all of the new classrooms are going to have this same flooring, and that's about the 50-year lifespan. Are we thinking that these classrooms will be, continue on for that 50 years potentially?
For the live stream, question is about like flooring for all the classrooms, whether it's going to be similar, and then maybe Ricky can talk a little bit about the construction for the different classrooms, both the SFA is doing for EOEL and charters.
Yeah, the key is standardization, because that's the only way you get consistency, equity. More importantly, you train the contractors to install the same thing quickly, fast. And then from a maintenance standpoint, once you use the same flooring, it's easy to fix. Likewise, furniture, fixtures, it's all about standardization. That's the only way you can reduce costs and increase speed. Another thing that was really unique in these projects is that we pre-qualified all the key vendors. So for example, our lead engineering firm is Bowers and Kubota, and they're pre-qualified. So all that time it normally takes to get them qualified is already done. And that's like sometimes up to a year and a half before the project even starts. Likewise, our partner Hawaiian Dredging, who did all the construction, they're pre-qualified too. So now we have a cadre of architects, engineers, contractors, about 30 of them that are all pre-qualified. And when they do good work, when they hit the schedule, when they hit the benchmarks for cost, we give them more work. So we reward the good contractors with more work on a standardized design. I mean, that's the only way we're going to solve this tremendous problem of deferred maintenance, of renovation, right? We have to look at it a different approach. So that's been our intent.
Do we expect this program to continue for 50 years? Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm celebrating my 40th reunion this year. You know, I've been out of high school for 40 years. And 40 years ago, we were talking about ensuring that our preschoolers have access. I hate to date myself, but yeah, 40 years. And so if we were talking about this 40 years ago and we haven't been taking care of our 3 and 4-year-olds, we expect to take care of our little ones, our 3 and 4-year-olds, 50 years from now, because 40 years has passed and we have just made tremendous strides in ensuring that 3 and 4-year-olds will be taken care of. Thank you for that question.
Okay, Joanne, question? Good? Okay. Any further questions, follow-ups?
I think you guys were like looking for new teachers or people to come in and help with the classrooms. Have all those roles been filled? Do you guys have teachers already? Can you update on like staffing?
Mm-hmm. For the live stream question is about workforce, whether we've had teachers teed up or assistants. I will leave that to Kavika Chen to answer.
Great question. So currently we are fully hired here at Waialae, but I can imagine as we open classrooms across the state, there will be a need. So I encourage people who are interested to look out, seek into schools in their neighborhood, but definitely looking at a pipeline of talent for people who are interested in early education. Go back to school, look into that and study that, because there will be more classrooms across the state.
If there are no further questions, okay. Since there are no further questions, we'll now transition to the classroom dedication and blessing, and I'd like to invite Kahu Cordell to guide us in that.
Aloha vakeo kako, aloha. You know, what we've just heard is really a dream becoming a reality. Something, as our Lieutenant Governor was just explaining, this has been something that we have been wanting to do. And so those that stand behind me are those that have really taken the initiative to let's take the first steps, the second step, the third step, to really get our 2 and 3-year-olds to get started in their education career. And so to do this, we're going to, you know, we've already had some of that here at Waialae, but in this public charter, we're going to actually expand. So the blessing today is really for the expansion of this program and all across the state. And so it's the first for many. And so I'm going to ask if you guys would just kind of take a step over that direction. We're going to use a beautiful mailele to go ahead and do this blessing today. And that mailele is made up of 3 strands. If we look at those 3 strands, it really is us, it's our children, it's the program, and it's the spiritual part of helping our children to be amazing. And that's really what we want our babies to know, is that they are amazing. But we also want them to know the world does not revolve around them. All right, maybe when we were preschool age, they told us everything is about you, right? But today's world, we say the world is huge. You are a part of an amazing world, but you are incredible. And that sense of incredible is what we want to do a blessing for today. And so as you folks hold that beautiful mailele, your hands have done amazing work to get us to where we are today. And it is your thoughts, your dreams, your hopes. Yet, can I just encourage you, there's 100 people standing behind each one of you that are also doing what your hands are holding. And that's this dream becoming a reality. And so that's the blessing I'm going to do. I'm going to place some rainwater right upon that lei and upon their hands, for their hands have done great work to get us even to where we are today. And for the many 2- and 3-year-olds that are going to come into the world and need a good education. Mahalo kia kua me kia aloha pomehana. E malama o mai ka kua maluma o kia kua i aloha spirit to be pono. Yes, here at Waialae, kia kua, we ask your goodness to be pono. We bring goodness, we bring great education, we bring laughter for our babies, we bring good relationship with their parents, kia kua, with their kupuna, with all those that have given life to them. And then once again, into these facilities, kia kua, may we do our best to bring life into these classrooms, for the children will bring life. And again, for the future of all of our educators, kia kua, may your aloha spirit be good with them as well. So once again, we place this vibe. May your aloha spirit be pono now and forevermore. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. I'm going to ask all 5 of you if you would pass it until Kavika is holding the whole leg. So Kavika, that really represents all that we are supporting you in now that you're moving forward with these 20, 40, 60, 80, and moving on into the future of our 2- and 3-year-olds. But it starts right here. So that's why we ask you to hold that. Mahalo, everybody. Thank you for being a part of this very quick blessing. Mahalo.
Thank you, everyone. This formally concludes today's press conference. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We're going to take a picture.